If you're a home builder and you are not using AI, this video is 100% for you. I created an entire product that you can swipe and deploy, and it will take over the following things. It will run all of your marketing. It will do all of your bookkeeping. It'll do all of your administration work. And I'm even working on it replacing everything to do with estimating and sending invoices and sending everything to do with project updates. So let's dive into what I've gotten so far. Now, I will be frank with you, it's not 100% figured out yet, but this is what I can tell you with first the marketing side of things. On the marketing side of things, I've been running a marketing agency for home builders for the last 4 years. And we've worked with countless home builders, roughly about 170 to 200 in that range. And we've ran a lot of advertising. We've built a lot of websites. We've done a lot of follow-up systems and CRM management and countless other things to do with SEO and ads. And we took all of our historical data, all of our SOPs, and we loaded it into a bot and trained it on how to do exactly what we were doing. Something that would have costed me roughly $500,000 to $600,000 in fulfillment costs with staff to do, you can have a bot do and work around the clock, custom to your business, simply with what I've set up. It's insane. Now I'm working on another bot that it's completely trained on everything to do with accounting and bookkeeping. No, you cannot fire your accountant yet, because if you get audited, you're going to be screwed. But all of your bookkeeping, the matching of transactions, the financial data and analysis, that can all be done by a bot, which is in this as well. The next thing that's in this that's insane is everything to do with your administration. So you don't need to have, sitting at the front of your office, answering the phone when somebody phones in, sending email responses and doing payroll and doing all that stuff. That can all be an AI agent bot that can do all of it for you. And so what we've done is we've started to work with some of our home building clients to train a bot on how to do what their front desk person was doing for the last 15, 20, 30, 50 years. So all the SOPs, everything that they were doing can now be replicated by a bot, which is smarter, never has sick days, shows up every single day and gets better over time. And how does it answer the phone? It uses softwares like 11 Labs. How does it send emails? You give it access to an email and it literally has all of the context of your entire business. It will connect into JobTread, Buildertrend, CoConstruct, whatever you're using, to have all of the data on the projects, plus all the context that you give it and everything about your company and how you want your company to come across will all be translated in how it communicates. And it will then get better with time. If it makes a mistake, it will never make the same mistake twice. Can't say the same about Debbie at the front, can you? No, you can't. And so these AI agents that we're setting up are incredibly powerful. On the marketing side alone, which is where I get really nerdy, it will eliminate the need for a company like us to run everything. And I understand I'm putting myself out of a job, but I realize this is where the future is going. You don't need to pay $60,000 a year anymore for a marketing agency to do everything. You can simply have AI agents that are trained properly do all of it. They can build you a website. They can add new pages. They can run your blog. They can do all of your SEO, all your backlinking. It can do everything to do with your ads setup, everything to do with your ads generation, like the creation of the ad creatives. It can give you video scripts. It can run your social media. It can do everything there, A to Z, and it can do it better than a human can, faster than a human can, for far less money than a human can. And this is really scary with things are going. I understand also there's a big security risk with this, which is also why one of the biggest things that's ingrained into this system is a whole security aspect, where one of the agent's jobs is to literally go in multiple times a day and run a full security audit on the entire system, making sure that no passwords are compromised, no APIs are compromised, everything is locked down and safe, and that you aren't exposed in any way, shape, or form. I would argue this is probably safer than a human. A human can fall into a phishing scam very easily, click on the wrong link, and be screwed. Whereas what we are going to set up is 100% lockdown. It's using AI for the security. So it's like very, very smart. The other really, really cool thing that we've been able to crack, and I want you to steal this idea too, if you're wanting to create something like this on your own and not use our system, is you're able to set it up so that it can use less API credits. And so what we've been able to figure out is if you work with it on, hey, I want to create some sort of, and I'm trying to think of the right name for it, but some sort of system where it delegates tasks based on the complexity to the best match of local language model, then it will use less credits. So what I have is I have two Mac Minis sitting in front of me where I have local AI installed onto it. So local LLMs are installed onto it. I have Olama installed on both of my Mac Minis, which is completely free to operate since it's locally ran. And so for like very low intelligence needed tasks, things like data entry, like adding a lead into Go High Level takes very little brain power and more just takes computing power. Well, it runs that through the local model, so it's for free. Whereas an inefficient model would be running everything through Claude Opus 4.6, where it's like eating massive amounts of API costs. Where what we have set up is if it's like something smaller, it'll delegate it to Anthropic's Haiku model. Or if it's something larger, it goes through Anthropic's Opus 4.6 model, the best model out right now. Or if it's more of a research thing, it'll go to Gemini because Gemini is a lot less expensive for research. And so that is something that's really worth looking into. Another really cool thing is with OpenClaw, you are limited to one person talking to it at a time. You send a request, you have to wait for a response before you can give it another request. What we've been able to crack is for 8 requests to come in and simultaneously being worked on all at the same time. So what it does is a request comes in and then it sends it out and it's waiting for the next one. And then when that response comes back, then it gives it to us. And it's a lot more complex than it sounds, but we've been able to essentially figure out how it can take more requests so that I'm not sitting there waiting most of the day for a response. It can handle everything all at once. I can go on and on and on again about this, but probably the most valuable thing that I want you to take from this call is just what's possible. All of this is possible for you to set up today. Now, you don't need to use OpenClaw. You don't need to use Claude Code. You can use something simple like Perplexity Computer. I recommend Claude Code. It's probably the most powerful. It is a little bit more expensive, but it is worth it. OpenClaw is a lot more technical. It's a lot harder to set up, but you have way more customizability once it is set up. You're not limited to Anthropic's model alone, because right now, I don't know if you knew this, Anthropic on their Pro plan, they charge $200 a month, but it's actually on average consuming about $5,000 a month worth of API credits on their side. So they're eating themselves $4,800 in costs a month, basically just to grow their user base, which tells us that we need to anticipate a increase in price eventually. And so if you build everything on Anthropic, on Claude, it will become more expensive over time. Yes, it has a lot of the same capabilities, if not every same capability, but you're limited to their system. Whereas OpenClaw is completely open source. I can turn it into whatever I want, whenever I want. It's my system. If Claude turns into an expensive, an expensive gasoline to go into this engine, I can just switch it out for the next one. I can power it from Manus or Gemini or ChatGPT or Perplexity or Grok or whatever I want. So that's the benefit in OpenClaw. Yeah, I went on a rant. I hope you got value from this. Some other really cool use cases that I figured out for home builders are video scripts. So tell your bot to analyze YouTube and Instagram and Facebook to find outlier videos. An outlier video to me is something that has 4 times the amount of views than subscribers or followers that has been posted within the last 4 weeks. It's very important it's been posted in the last 4 weeks, as if it's older than that, it's not going to go viral. And tell it to scan all this, everything, all of these accounts, every one of your competitors, constantly be looking at it and transcribe the videos and find the similarities to what's going viral right now, and tell it to give you 2 video scripts a day. And then you can use, there's lots of different AI editing systems, but you can then use AI or another bot to edit the video, or you can hire somebody. Right now, honestly, video editing isn't quite there with AI. I still use my personal video editor to go and do everything. And I likely will, continually forever, just because I love how creative they can be and they can use the AI. But anyway, what I'm saying is you can go look at something like Fiverr to find a good video editor to do that for you. And then they can edit the video and post it. But AI can do everything, the ideation, the posting of the video, the caption, the engagement with your followers, the DMing of new followers. Everything can be done by these AI agents. It is nuts what's becoming possible. I highly, highly, highly urge you to look into implementing this into your business. And if you want us to do it with the system I've explained in this video, all you have to do is go to homebuildermarketers.com and simply fill out our contact form. And in the caption where it says message, put Sightline, SITELINE. Put Sightline. Then I'll know what it's about. I'll give you early bird access because we haven't gone to the masses with this yet. We haven't started advertising it yet. It's still in its infancy. And so we're going to be basically giving it away just for case studies off the start. And so if you're watching this video and this video is younger than 2 months old, you will still be able to qualify for the early bird discount just due to this video. So make sure you go check that out. Go to our website, fill it out. And if you align with this type of content, you want to see more stuff like this, feel free to subscribe. More videos like this will be promoted to you from us. And we're on a mission here at Home Builder Marketers to help 10,000 home builders reach more than 10 custom homes sold per year. So if you align with that, make sure you like and follow. Thanks for watching.